While very popular in its day and still fondly remembered by many, Moon Patrol hasn't really made the cut of so-called retro games that, all the young kids revere these days. You can, right now, buy a scarf from Etsy with Pac-Man on it, or find spray paint stencils shaped like Space Invaders, but you won't find much Moon Patrol merch. One problem is that Moon Patrol doesn't present any characters that lend themselves to still iconography in the way that one-up mushrooms do. The main character in this game is that moon buggy, and as a collection of pixels, it's not really all that much to look at. If you were to separate it from its context and put it onto a t-shirt, I don't think even I would recognize it. No, the game's visual appeal relies on its animation, specifically those adorable bouncy tires. Those tires upstage everything and even put on a little clown show when you screw up and die. The other half of the game's sensory appeal came from its music, an utterly infectious drum and bass line that wasn't like any other noise you'd hear from the machine's neighbors in a crowded arcade. Look, I'm just going to shut up and let you listen to a few bars now. You're already humming along, aren't you? This will haunt your sleep tonight. Moon Patrol got on my mind again recently because of the laundromat across the street from my apartment. It has a deal with some local amusements vendor to feature itself as a stop on its ever-moving circuit of various coin-operated gewgaws. Often these are crane games or sticker dispensers, but sometimes a video game in an old-style cabinet shows up for a while. I always smile to see these. Even though they're much younger than the games I talk about here, they are nonetheless always several years old since the market for simple joystick and buttons arcade machines has become vanishingly small as home systems keep getting better, so it's always nice to see any of them still working. Anyway, not too long ago, what did I see idling by the banks of dryers but Moon Patrol? It wasn't an ancient original model, of course, but a Williams Classics collection or something, several old games housed in a single cabinet. When you popped your quarter in, you chose what you wanted to play from a menu. Actually, in this case, the thing had like 50 credits activated when I encountered it, so it came to pass that I actually ended up fooling around with it while my clothes were tumbling. What made the experience memorable was that a few moments after I started playing Moon Patrol, a little boy suddenly appeared behind me watching the screen. This really struck me. Here I was about to enjoy this little nostalgic trifle by myself, when suddenly I held a position of responsibility. Unwittingly, this little kid was playing the same role I did when I was his age and near any arcade machine, which was actually a lot of the time back then. I felt that I owed it to the memory of my own past self to act as an ambassador to 1982 and play the game with the aim of impressing it on this kid's memory. So naturally I took it too far, and when I got up to the minefield stage, I tried to be all cool about it, exactly like I remember seeing some guy being all cool about it when I watched him play some 25 years ago, getting all Zen Master and putting my joystick hand behind my back and using only the jump button. Oh, so stylish. But it turns out you can't do that. You actually have to control your speed or you'll blow up on one of the mines towards the end. Unimpressed, the youngster wandered off. I hope I made a good impression anyway.
This has been another installment of Jmac's Arcade. For more information, show archives, or to subscribe, visit arcade.jmac.org. Play Volity games at volity.net.